Hey, hey, beat baseball world. Welcome back to the 2026 National Beat Baseball Association World Series Tournament, the 50th annual World Series Tournament of NBBA Beat Baseball. We are here at Field 2 where we'll be all week, and we are getting ready to start our fifth stream of the week. It's Wednesday. This is the second game slot of Wednesday. We have an all Texas matchup for you in this one. You hear Bayou City Heat getting fired up in the background. They are taking on the Bryan College Station Outlaws. This should be a fun one. Texas is always fun. I am Neil DAWG here with the goddess of description, Rosina.
We are here at Stewart Sports Complex. We did have our coin toss earlier. BCS Outlaws won and are going to be the home team, so they are out in the field, and that means Bayou City Heat is going to be preparing to start off batting. The lineup for them is going to be Jacob Kamanu, if I'm saying that right, Kamanu, Alex Gonzalez, who had that first homer of the series. Then we've got Fernando Escobar, Dylan Pleasance, Mike Tanguma, and Richie Flores, with Reza being their designated fielder.
All right.
So that is going to be the lineup here for.
Thought you were gonna say race. It was the. Actually, they were saying the other day it's pronounced Risa. I think.
Risa,
I've been saying Risa all this time. But I guess it's Risa. But I was hoping you were gonna say designated hitter. Risa's got a big swing.
That's gonna be Mike. Big Mike.
All right. Oh yeah, Big Mike. Can't leave Big Mike out of the lineup. I haven't seen Big Mike play yet, but I hear this guy got some pop to him.
First, we're going to have Jacob out there. He is at home plate waiting. He's got his goal fix, and he's got, I'm not sure what is painted. It kind of almost handprints, a spider or something.
Bases, please. Play ball. Go! Set, ready, ball.
And it's going to be a grounder over on the left. They're laying down. Walters has got it, and he's got that one. So it's going to be a first out for the Heat.
Jason Walters gets the Outlaws off to a nice start. So he's playing up in short left.
He's mid.
Okay.
We got Justin Romack.
They're playing a point?
They're kind of staggered a little bit out there. We've got Justin Romack, then Walters, and then Pedro out even behind him. Then we got Blake Boudreaux right in the middle. Then we've got Alex Quick over on the right. And I believe that's Janelle Williams out behind him.
Okay.
This is going to be Alex Quick.
Go! Set, ready, ball.
And a little bit early.
BCS normally has Hillary House up in the short part of the field. Great defensive player, but she is pregnant with her second child, Rosina, and I believe it's not recommended to play beat ball while carrying baby.
Maybe depending on how far along you are.
Here we go! Set, ready, ball.
And getting it a tap on the tip.
Relax, Alex.
And when he can connect, he can hit good. But he seems to be a little erratic on his batting. So let's see if he can settle it down.
Still trying to develop consistency.
Come on, Alex. I need you, baby. I need you, okay? Here we go. Right here. Here we go! Set, ready, ball.
And just over the top.
Alex struggling with his timing, swinging a little early.
And it's going to be an out for Alex.
Wow. That's two quick outs on the Heat. I really like that. Not just about Fonzie, but about most experienced pitchers, the way they talk to the batter. Like you don't have time to play around out there. The pitcher's got to take ownership. First time I ever heard anybody talk about that was Frank Mathena, Hall of Fame pitcher, long time great. And it's like, man, when that batter's at the plate, I own him. He's got to do what I say, and I love that attitude because you gotta demand the best out of the batter.
High pop up into short left, jump in front of Justin, and he's got a hold of it. That's
He grabbed that quick.
Fernando Escobar. That's going to be 3 quick outs,
Yeah.
holding the Heat with 0 runs.
BCS with a nice start on defense. Let's go bring them up to the plate.
BCS wearing their gray with vertical pinstriping, so to speak, all over their jerseys, making it look super official there. And the Heat are wearing their blue with white print jerseys, as Heat tends to take their collar, and you got Lee out there calling his, "Come on, team, let's get out here." Justin Romack's we're gonna go over there. Justin Romack, Jason Walters, Alex Quick, Willie Harrison. Let's see. Then we've got Janelle Williams. They've got Blake as the DF and Willie Harrison as the DH. That's what was on the roster.
I was still on the Sirens coaching staff last year, and we faced the Outlaws in a game last year's tournament. They've got some impressive players that are really coming into their own. Alex Quick starting to grow into this game. Justin Romack had a tremendous tournament last year. They've got some good players on this Outlaws team. I love that name, the Outlaws.
Faces, please.
I'm wanted.
Very, very Willie Nelson, Merle Haggard. You don't even know him.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right.
I'm hillbilly after all. And nice pop by Justin right into the middle. Risa, it's gone past her, and that's going to be a run for Justin, taking the Outlaws to that early 1-run lead.
Yeah, they're saying Risa. Yeah, I've been calling her Risa for the last year. Glad to get correct. I think both she and Big Mike are from Puerto Rico. I know she is.
I believe, yes.
I'm not positive about Big Mike, but
Jason Walters.
Get the next one.
Faces, please.
All right, Jesse, here we go. Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
Yeah, it's going to be a grounder foul on the left. I had Jacob over there heading to get it. He was all over that.
I mentioned Hillary not able to play this year. This is Hillary's father that's their pitcher. Understand that he's a preacher man in his normal when he's not throwing balls.
He's not pitching.
So watch your language.
Go. Set.
Hello, Billy.
Bump.
And it's going to be on the right foul.
Keep it going, J-Wall. Keep it going, Jerry.
That bat up at the ready.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And a little bit early swing.
Ready, defense. Ready. Wait on me, man. Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And down a little low under. That's going to be the first out. Jason Walters. He's going to have Alex Quick. He's quick. They said fast.
Yeah,
It sounds so
no,
much better if you say
it
he's quick.
does sound funny to hear a defense like, it's quick, he's fast.
Faces, please.
It's a great last name if you got good speed.
As long as his first name isn't Nestle, it's all good.
Right here, buddy. You ready? Yep. Let's go. Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And it's going to be short and foul.
Bounce on that, Gilly. Come on, baby.
Boy, when Richie Flores said he lost his voice, he meant it.
Yeah.
Usually he's out there heckling. Don't even recognize it.
We've been mentioning that the ISC network is going to be airing our championship game on Saturday, and I've been asked to do the color commentary on that. And Richie's supposed to join us for an inning, but that's 3 days away. I don't know if he's going to be able to.
Set. Ready. Ball.
And just underneath the swing.
I
He
don't
might
know.
have to gargle a little
Oh,
salt
yeah, I
water.
don't know if he's going to. He might have to do sign language.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And a nice grounder over on the left. Richie Flores getting down underneath it, and he's getting a hold of it, and he's got it.
Good job, baby.
2 outs.
Zero short.
It's a 1-0 game. Outlaws.
Even though Richie plays with the Heat at the World Series, there have been several tournaments that have gone on this year. Las Vegas, Oklahoma, Texas, Puerto Rico, Indiana, Chicago. He's played in all of them, but with
More
different teams. But he's played really well this year on offense and defense. He's had some really good tournaments.
Willie Harrison up to the plate. He's got his baseball pants all rolled up past his knees.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And it's a nice solid bouncer, short left, as he's kind of veering into the field. Now he's curving back up, and Richie Flores has another 2 in a row. That is going to be all 3 outs. And as we swap the fields, that's a 1-0 game. Let's have a great big thank you to Chicago Lighthouse.
Every incredible play you're seeing today started long before the players took the field. Playing at the highest level requires preparation, determination, opportunity, and the belief in what's possible. The Chicago Lighthouse practices these qualities every day for people who are blind, visually impaired, disabled, and veterans. As proud sponsors of the 50th Beep Baseball World Series, we celebrate the athletes on this field and the limitless potential they represent. The Chicago Lighthouse, lighting up human potential.
Got the Bayou City Heat doing a quick huddle over on their baseline before they get all wound up for some runs on the board. And a little frustration there with Fonzie early in the previous inning. Let's see how the Heat does. We got Dylan Pleasance up first.
Puts Big Mike
Big
on
Mike
deck.
right behind him. Got something going on over here from the Heat bench.
Does that mean that Fernando would have to DH? Does that mean Fernando would have to DH?
Oh, I think they made some kind of mistake in the lineup.
I think they had them labeled as wrong on their paper, possibly.
It's whether we can change that.
So you've mentioned Rice is listed as the designated fielder, but something in how they wrote up the lineup, they may have to make Fernando the designated
This would have
fielder.
been caught before he batted. We have done something.
Yeah.
But since he's
Defense, just
already,
take a knee for a
since he's
second.
already
It's gonna
we
take
can't swap that.
it's gonna take them a second to figure things out. They're over there just like, oh, swap this, swap that. You can't, once you turn in your official lineup and the game
That's the
starts,
official.
there's no swapping.
Yeah, we've had that issue last year where there was a issue with the lineup. And I believe that was with the Taiwan team. It was one of the games that they were in. It ran almost half an hour before they got that straightened out.
There was a lot of crazy stuff with the lineups. Remember, there was a game with Gateway where they didn't list all their backups.
And then they couldn't put them in.
They weren't allowed to play any of the bench.
Yep.
And they're a team that likes to use their bench.
Likes to go through it. So right now our ump Cassie is out on the field talking to, I believe, captains or our base judge and our field judge here. She's discussing what's going on. Now we've got the coach from Outlaws headed out to talk to her. The field is just popping a squat out on the field. That breeze kicking back up. A lot of cloud cover in the sky. We are anticipating possibility of rain at any time. So if you've noticed a difference in the camera angles for those who are sighted out there watching, we do have all our cameras up behind home plate under a tent angled out onto the field until we know the safety margin is clear.
We've had enough problems with our cameras getting run over, so we don't want the rain to affect them either. On top of all that,
So they're going over their official rule book here.
I'm just throwing this at you, but I trust you can handle it. As we've been talking about all the sponsors, we got a little additional information on where some of the stuff has been coming from. Since we haven't mentioned them yet, you want to throw it out
Two
there?
of our big vendors that have not been mentioned yet are Big G from the comments, as well as Vistas, a vending company that donated goodies. And we're getting a rundown on explanation of what's going on.
Awesome.
Yeah, there was an issue on how they put their DF and their DH on their roster, and they didn't put them on the same line together, and the DH is already hit, so they're locked in place, but we're trying to figure out what exactly we're supposed to do with that now. And so Jason Price is supposed to be on his way to give us an official
So
word
we're
on
going
that.
to have a long break here.
I hope not, but we shall see.
So yeah, definitely an issue on
Can you
the
do some
roster.
karaoke while we wait?
You go right ahead, Neil. That's all yours.
So and another one of our vendings was Chris's vending of Oak Lawn Snacks. Also had snacks for our hospitality room. And while I'm mentioning some of those other sponsors, might not have been some of our big sponsors, but all definitely part of our sponsors that helped put on this. I'm just going to kind of give a rundown of some of them. We have DuPage Sports Commission and Aurora Sports Alliance. Helped make this whole week possible. We've got our Delta Gamma Foundation. We've got RefQuest and Primo Brands and Schnucks. We've got, again, we mentioned that Glenn Capac in loving memory of his father, Jim. We've got the Chicago Lighthouse from the Blind, which we've heard from once currently. We've got the Glenview Lions Club, Beep Kickball Foundation, one of my favorite games as a kid.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, a really good segue for getting our youth up started into playing beat ball possibly as they grow.
Absolutely.
DNA Vibe, which I know I got one of their red light therapies last night. I'm curious to try it out.
I haven't had time yet to mess around with it, but I am looking very forward to that.
Jersey Mike with those subs that they get us every year keep us fed and pretty tasty stuff. West Aurora High School bands, Foreseeable Future. All people who donated to our sponsor a ball, as well as the Chicago Cubs and the White Sox, Dave Campbell, and I cannot talk enough about that wonderful surprise from Peter Cancro. I mean, how amazing for all these players, $200,000. That's amazing to help what that will do for the league.
It's humongous, and again, I've been around this 40 years. I can't think of a time when we have ever received more than about $50,000 in a donation. The $85,000 given this year was a grant to run the World Series, so that's not a donation. You know, doesn't fall in the same category, and it was whatever
Much
targeted.
appreciated.
Yeah, oh,
yes.
absolutely. But I'm still blown away by that.
I know, totally shocking,
$200,000.
amazing. You know, just absolutely incredible, and the things that are going to be able to be happening for this league, it's going to be really fun to see. You know, us putting that to use in the future.
And I know our MBBA people who just kind of keep a long distance eye on the money might look at the Nubson money that came in as a donation, but that was never a donation that was made directly to the MBBA. It was made to a former beatball organization in the state of New Mexico. But there's no beatball being played in New Mexico, and so people involved were able to get it kind of turned towards the MBBA since there was nobody playing beatball in New Mexico. So that also doesn't really count as a direct donation to the MBBA like this does. Like this is somebody that has seen our sport, loves our sport, and said, you know what, I'm going to give you this $200,000. That just sounds crazy saying it out loud.
Oh, it's crazy it may be, but it's kind of crazy I will take every day, any day.
From what I understand, because we were just talking about the DNA Vibe, I'm saying that right?
Yes,
I
DNA,
finally got
yes.
it right.
Uh-huh.
So the DNA Vibe, that's another huge donation also. I don't know how many of those they gave out.
I think it was 500 and
I know they were willing
550
to.
of
I don't
them.
know if everybody went and got one, I guess.
So
Yes.
they mislabeled their DH and DF, so they lose their DH for the game.
So they completely lose their DH.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's gonna hurt.
All right.
That's Mike.
Yeah, well, he can come back in the game later. You know, he can be subbed in. He'll
He
be
will
able
be
to
out
play.
as of now.
Yeah, you when you start a game, you have the option of using the designated hitter or not. You don't have to use one. Most teams choose to use it, but if you don't start with it, you can't add it later. If you do start with it, you can make that position a two-way position, in which case you can't go back to the DH. But if you do not start with the DH, you cannot
Pull it in
You
later.
can't pull it in. And because they mislabeled it, as Cassie came over and explained to us, they didn't put the DH and the DF on the same line. And the person who was designated as a hitter already is hit, so they can't change anything at this point. It's locked in. But those DNA Vibe devices, from what
It's going to be a grounder on the left. Walter's getting down there behind it, and he
Nice play
got
again.
that. Jason Walter.
That's his second put out of the game.
So
Those DNA Vibe devices go for like around $600, as I understand it. So to donate over 500 of them,
550.
that's again over $300,000 worth of donation to our players. This year has just been a very giving year for our 50th anniversary. John Parker's had a lot to do with both of them. So shout out to you, my boy, JP.
Mouth, please.
So this is actually Mike batting now on the ground. Justin getting his arm on it, and then can he come up like that with his hand? He's got it. So I'm thinking maybe Mike is going to have to hit and also field. Risa will not be able to be in the field in the future.
Yeah,
I'm
was-
not sure how that's going to go.
I wasn't sure if it was Mike or Risa to be in
But Mike just hit.
ahead of time. I wasn't sure which way they would have to go. So that takes Risa out of the ball game.
8:25. for
The kit.
the kit that they gave us.
So Colding and Magic Taylor Eliason, those devices, the whole kit, because they gave us the device, they gave us a battery pack, they gave us some kind of gel thing, because you can do like either heat therapy or cold therapy. But Taylor says $825 on their website for that whole thing, and they donated 550 of them.
And a grounder up the middle. Justin trying to get his feet behind it, but no, Blake trying to get his body on it, and he's got a hold of it. And is it going to be? He is out. They're saying Blake
That's a 1, 2,
Boudreaux.
3 inning.
Yeah.
All putouts. Look at these
Holding
Outlaws.
the Heat to 0-0-1.
Through 2 innings.
Head to the bottom of the second. That is a rough 2 innings for the Heat, and then also having the mistake on the roster. Ouch! It's probably going to be a little painful.
It's an impressive start for these Outlaws though on the defensive side. See if the Heat, the Heat held them down just 1 run in the first inning. So see if the Heat will keep up their end of it.
Defense.
Yeah.
A lot of clapping there on the Outlaws as they pull their team into their bench to get them all geared up for batting. We'll start off with Pedro.
In the bottom of the first, Richie Flores made a couple of putouts, and to be honest, we've been talking about some players like Matthew in the last game. It's like you just don't want to hit it on the ground with certain players in the game. Richie's one of those too. If you hit it on the ground in front of him, there's no chance it's getting by.
Yeah, Ricer's coming back in off the field, so she will not be out in the field.
I've only seen Rice play once, and it was in the Wool game that you and I called last year. And she was playing with Molly Fleming, and they never quite made a connection. But I remember you and I sitting there like, oh, I want to see her hit. She's got a swing.
Yeah, she's got a.
She was in Vegas.
She did great in Vegas. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I've been wanting to see her really smash one.
Again, I mentioned it in the game before. I drafted the blue team that will be in the Women of Our League exhibition on Friday, and she was high on my list. She was my second pick. I went into that. I picked Caitlin Overshiner as my first pick because I think she's the best defensive player out of the group. And then
Go, set, ready, ball.
And just getting a drop on that, going foul.
In my assessment going into the draft, I felt like the 3 best bats were Clara Bloomer, Kalari Jackson, and Risa, and I wanted at least 2 of them, and I got Risa on my team. She was my second pick. Looking forward to seeing how my team plays on Friday, even though you and I won't get to be there.
Ready, ball.
High pop-up foul on the left.
That is a disappointment for me. I wish you and I were able to call that game.
Yeah, I usually do the Wool game every year. It's a little disappointing to miss that this year.
Here we go, set, ready, ball.
And just underneath. Hard swing there by Pedro. And it's going to be foul on the left. Rolling right for third base.
Hey, Pedro, forward towards Jerry a little bit. And 1 sec. Right there.
Here we go, set, ready, ball.
And again, Oh, just narrowly missing third again. It's consistent, if nothing.
Glad your camera's not out there right now, Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, earlier almost all our foul balls were going to the right in the previous game. Now they're all left. Of course, they had a lot of lefties, too.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And gonna be foul again on the left, third base. He's gone to the left of first, to the right of first, and then right over the top of first. Or third, sorry. Getting that ball back from out in the field. Blackhawks beating the Millers 8-0.
Jumped on them quick.
Maybe.
Here we go. Set.
Change out.
Ready. Ball.
And it's going to be on the ground this time. The left, Richie getting down. It's gone past his elbow, right behind him.
Oh.
And look at that. Mike. I believe that's Mike out there, deep behind him. Woo.
Funny, he's not even supposed to be out there and out there making
Well, actually, I
plays.
think, they're saying now that Alex Gonzalez was
Oh,
going to be
okay.
their designated hitter because he had already hit and Big Mike hadn't because he went up there and hit right after the
But they can't switch
all
them.
the. So
They
I
can't.
think it was all kinds of stuff mislabeled on their
Yeah.
sheet.
I have the 8 o'clock scores.
We do have an 8 o'clock score.
Boston Strong 12, Tyler Tigers 6, Minnesota Millers 8, St. Louis Sirens 0, New Jersey Titans 15, Braille Bandits 4. There's 2 more.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
Oh, smashed him right in the face, knocked his face
Oh,
mask off. He's down on the ground. Hold on. Caught him right like at the ear. Ouch. Yeah, it snapped his mask off. Cassie's checking on him.
you were just saying.
It did catch the mask, but it popped it off.
You were just saying yesterday that you're surprised more pitchers don't wear a face mask. That's why, right there.
Couple
Right
more
there.
morning scores.
Bombers 5, Mustangs 4, Chaos 10, Panthers 3.
So that
Close game between the Bombers and the Mustangs.
was Jerry House. So yeah, he says he's fine. He's got his mask back on. They did drop him though.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
A bouncing grounder on the left. Richie's gonna have to get behind it. He's running for third. He's got it, and he's pulled it up. That's gonna be another out.
One more defense. Let's go.
All right, Justin, put it out.
That was Janelle Williams. Bringing it back up with Justin.
That's on me, Derek. No, tell me. I should have gotten out of the way.
Faces, please.
Sometimes you don't have a lot of time to get out of the way.
Faces one more time, please. 2 outs. Let's play.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And just over the top. Justin feeling along at home plate again.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And foul kind of hit late, huh? That's why his voice is
Here we
almost
go.
gone.
Set. Ready. Ball.
I somehow missed it, but we've lost our executive producer for the moment.
Ball.
And a nice fly over on the left. Alex Gonzalez bouncing off his body as Justin is at first. And it's going to be a run for Justin. Taking them to 2. It was Justin last time.
Yeah, he's got both runs.
Right here, Bubba. Right here. Get out the field. Get out the field. Kick that off, Justin. Let's get one right here. Let's get one.
Way to go, Justin.
Yeah. Way to stick with it, Jerry. Good pitching.
Good stick.
Jason Walters.
Justin 2-0. Right, Jason, you
That's right, baby.
Faces, please.
Let's go.
Get out for play.
Here we go. Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
And almost taken out Jerry's. It goes up the middle and just out of the fingers. He's running for third and it's going to be safe. Jason Walters. And that was Jacob just barely missing that with his fingers, and the run going to Jason. So now more than just Justin, but they're both J's.
The J crew.
3-0, 2 outs on the Outlaws. This is only one game going on of several here at the World Series. We are at Field 2. Pretty much every team is out there playing currently.
Faces, please.
If somebody has a bye.
Well, the teams that lost during the 8 o'clock slots, all of them are on byes right now.
Ready. Bump.
And just underneath.
So right now there's a total of 8 games going on. The top 16 teams are all playing right now.
Set. Ready. Bump.
Just underneath again. This is Alex Quick.
Do you want the names of who's playing right now?
If we get updates on those scores, we will fill you in.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
And a bouncing grounder on the left. Richie's getting down, and he's got it with his hand, and boom.
He's got it.
So that is going to be 3 for the Outlaws, 0 for Heat. And a great big thank you to the Glenview Lions. We ran over some of those sponsors earlier, but for 75 years, the Glenview Lions have been serving their community with sight and hearing programs, humanitarian support, and Hanson service. And this summer, they are proud to support the World Series of Beep Baseball, where athletes with vision loss can compete at the highest level. They have been serving with a purpose since 1949. The Glenview Lions. Thank you to them.
Lions clubs have for a long time been big supporters of Beat Baseball, providing volunteers, donations, all kinds of stuff. So definitely big shout out. Thank you for your support.
So this should be Jacob up, just barely missing that out in the field. He's now up to bat.
Fonzie's been doing this since 1993 with all kinds of different players, and he knows what he's up against. I'm sure his mindset is just a reset.
23 years. Right? 23?
Believe
33. 33 years.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even question that, but you are correct. He was 13 years old when he started pitching for this Houston franchise.
Waiting for the field to be set. Breeze picking up.
Go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And a grounder on the left. Jason getting down, just bouncing off his fingertips. And Pedro coming up behind him. And that's going to be a run as the Heat finally gets on the board.
Bayou City gets on the board here in the top of the third. I don't know if I've ever been around a Bayou City Heat game when it took them 3 innings to get their first run, but they got the first one on the board for this one.
Alex Gonzalez coming up to the plate. Let's see if he's leveled out. He was pretty early on most of his swings last inning.
You know, when we were calling our first game Monday night, Rosina, we got word of a couple of injuries, one from the Indy Edge and one from the Florida Bandits, Palm Beach County Bandits, I think they go by, if I remember right. But, South Florida now. But their team leader,
Early swing.
their team leader, Zephyrin Victor, is who was injured. He broke his foot in 2 places in that first game. So shout out to my boy. I know it's breaking his heart. His son is pitching for the team this year, so I know not
Dropping straight down.
There you go. You got your eye on that, baby. Go, Allie.
Zephyrin Victor is a comedian when he's not playing beat ball. See No Evil is what he goes by. Check him out. Look him up.
And a nice line drive up the middle past Justin. He's saying it's behind him. Blake sliding over there to get a hold of it. And that's going to be Blake Boudreau for that put out. 1 out on the Heat.
Blake Boudreau came up with the Bayou City Heat, got his start. He was actually a member of the team when they still went by the Houston Bombers. They later changed their name to the Bayou City Heat, but Blake Boudreau came up playing with this Heat team. Parted ways a few years back and started a team called the Houston Hurricanes. They no longer exist. Didn't play the last few years, but now he's here with the BCS Outlaws.
Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And just underneath, this is Fernando Escobar.
Started out a Bomber, finishing up an Outlaw.
Did he play for the Hurricanes? Houston Hurricanes?
Yeah, I mentioned that. He
Go. Set, ready, ball.
And short little pop-up, dropping right at Fonzie's feet.
He kind of headed up the Houston Hurricanes. He got that team started. John Parker, who we've been talking about, ended up there, coaching the team for a few years.
Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And way early.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let the ball travel.
Oklahoma over Chicago, 7-1.
Go. Set, ready, ball.
And a nice line drive on the last. Jason running, it's past him. Pedro coming up, it's past Pedro, and he looks like he's in the clear for first. And that's going to be a run for Fernando. Takes them to 2.
Alfonso Medrano and his Heat team starting to feel it.
Check out and see if it's a dead ball, possibly. Cassie is headed out onto the field. Oh, field judge picked it up.
I hear a ball beeping out there.
Great hit.
No, it's a good ball. I was going to say, I hear something out there beeping.
Yeah, Dylan Pleasant's up to the plate.
So that's going to stand.
2-3. 1 out on the Heat.
Faces, please. One out. Let's play.
Here we go. Set. Ready, ball.
And way over.
I hear raindrops hitting our tent. So we're going to keep the cameras up as long as possible. If it gets too much, we might have to switch to audio only, but we're going to try that.
Just over the top.
We're going to try to avoid that at all costs. But I hear the water starting to pick up as I say that. If there's any lightning, the game's going to have to be called for at least a half hour. Hopefully we don't get any of that.
Here we go. Set. Ready, ball.
Two ways the water's going to affect the game.
Go. Set. Ready, ball.
And that's going to be an out for Dylan, taking them to 2 outs.
On defense, once that ball gets wet, you gotta be sure-handed.
No finger.
Yeah, trying to reach out and just pick it up with one hand by your fingertips. A good chance it's gonna slip out, but also it gets really dangerous with the bat slipping out of your hands.
Anybody's hands. Yep. Mike Taguma up to the plate.
Because the ball weighs 1 pound, we use big bats, 36.
And dropping just underneath the swing.
36, 38 ounces, 30 as far as the bats go, pretty
We are
common.
bringing in one of the cameras, our third first base camera. And it's going to barely touch that, and it's foul on the left. Not quite fair.
So we're now down to using one of our cameras because of the rain. Hopefully we'll be able to stick with that, see how it plays out.
We're just going to move home plate back a little bit. Just try to keep it out of the rain.
And that's the best we can do right now, folks, until we see what...
And just over the top. See, quite a little frustration there for Fonzie out there. And, oh, Cassie caught that one. Didn't even need the 1 bounce rule.
Go, Big Mike.
Mike with the flames on his arm sleeves.
I like that.
And bouncing foul back over to, oh, Taylor almost had that one. Fonzie wiping that ball off. And that's going to be an out for Mike. And
That's
2 for the Heat.
Close it out. So they did get on the board, still trailing 3-2 with the Outlaws coming up in the bottom of the third, but the Heat finally started to get their groove on a little bit offensively.
Heat starting to take the field, and you talk about how long, we heard last night the Heat, how many years of the Houston team been around?
The Houston team, I don't know what they're, I want to say they go back near the beginning, but like I said, they changed their name, but it's always been the same group running the team. So the Houston Bombers / Bayou City Heat, they've been around over 40 years. That's one, I'm not like arguing with what was said, but they were saying the Chicago franchise has been here all 50 years, but there's been a Chicago team at all 50 World Series. It's not one of those teams has played in all 50 World Series. So I felt like it was misstated a little bit last night to say that Chicago franchise has been around for the entire 50 years, because that's not the case. There's been 7 different teams out of Chicago over the 50-year span, but Chicago is one city that's been here at all 50 World Series since the beginning.
We got Willie Harrison up just over the top.
The city of Chicago and the state of Texas have always provided beat baseball to our blind community. God bless them both.
And a nice grounder just past Richie for his hands. He's up and he's scrambling back after it. And he's got it.
Another one.
So that's an out for Willie. Should be Pedro coming up. Then 3-2 here, bottom of the third. 1 out on the Outlaws.
Shout out to our executive producer, Magic T, for making sure that we've played with a tent over us all season long, all tournament long. And we did it more because when our equipment gets hot is when we start running into problems with things cutting out and the machines getting too hot. But Taylor would not. Taylor was not going to let us play. That's strike one. Taylor was not going to let us play without a tent over us, and that's protect us from the rain now.
Not only, not just the sun, but now the rain.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
And a nice line drive out behind Richie, and that's gonna pass, rolling past Mike. And he's taken out third, so that is going to be a run for Pedro. Taking out all the J's for now, only being J's up there. Way to go, Pedro.
Gives us a 4-2 score here in the bottom of the third. Outlaws in front.
Janelle Williams. Ready to add his J up on the board. We do have some ugly clouds in the horizon. They're starting to move up.
So this doesn't seem temporary.
I don't know if it's going to rain hard.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump. Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
Man, bouncing grounder on the right this time, just past Dylan. They're scrambling over there. And
Got it.
Got it. That is going
Got
to be
it.
Jacob this time with the cutout. Justin back up to the
That brings
plate.
up the top of the order. Romack already has a couple of runs.
Our third base umpire resetting third base as he holds his umbrella to keep him dry. He's trying to unwrap the cord from around third.
Bases, please.
So Jerry
Go.
cannot get
Set.
hit.
Ready. Bump.
Just over the top. Justin's swing.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
Just barely over the top this time. Getting a little closer.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
And over the top again. That's 3.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
Oh, and that is going to be, ooh, Justin's upset. He just dropped, didn't throw, he just dropped that bat right where he was, kind of walked off, a little angry there. 4-2. Heat clapping their way all the way to the bench. This is their opportunity now to try to come back. Trailing by 2 as we head to the top of the 4th. And all that wonderful artwork that the kids did from the Chicago Lighthouse. We just want to say thank you to them for making all that wonderful art, and to the Chicago Lighthouse. It was like a baseball and a bat, I believe, that you guys, all the teams received. So
they made they got a tactile version of not a baseball, a beep baseball, Rosina.
Yeah, I can feel
they got the pin, the speaker. They used little straws for the pin. But they made a tactile beep baseball and a tactile bat for every team here at the World Series. Shout out to Sammy Smoka and her youngins.
Richie Flores coming up for the Heat, putting on his orange batting gloves. Or at least one of them, just got one.
Oh, hey.
Faces, please.
Yeah, right here. Oh, you're in the wrong spot. Right here. Right here. There you go. You're good. Right there. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And catching a piece of it, but dropping straight down.
Very good. Go! Set, ready, ball.
And just over the top of the swing.
You got it. You got it. I'm on deck. You can do it, Richie. Here we go! Set, ready, ball.
And just barely over the top.
Let's go, Richie. Yeah, bye-bye. You do it, Richie. Go! Set, ready, ball.
And a line drive just inside the baseline on the third base side. Pedro scrambling for it.
You got
time,
there.
and that's going to be a run for Richie Flores. Taking them up 2-3.
Richie hitting 6 in the lineup, so leading off the inning with a run to get the top of the order up with no outs. That's a good job to start this inning by Flores.
Heading up to Jacob. We got a run in last inning, was their first run.
Faces, please.
Wiping off that beat ball before the pitch.
Rain's gotten a little bit lighter here.
Here we go! Set, ready, ball.
And just over the top.
Not optimistic it's going away yet, but it's a light sprinkle.
And the ground's wet enough now, it's going to catch it every time it touches.
Here we go! Set, ready, ball.
And a nice high pop fly into left behind Pedro as he runs for a third.
Another one.
There we go. Now a tie game. 4-4 at the top of the 4th. No outs on the Heat. Alex Gonzalez, let's see if he can feed off of some of that energy.
So judging by the stuff the Boston Strong were calling out in the last game, Alex Gonzalez home run went 175 feet on Monday.
You know what, that is not 175. I think I heard Matthew say that at least 7
Oh,
8 times.
yeah. Got us familiar with what was going on, but Alex has struggled a little bit here in the first 3 innings. I know Fonzie's been talking to him, trying to get him locked in. He's been swinging early in his first couple at bats.
Way early.
Yeah, same problem. You may have heard Fonzie tell him way early. He's amped up. Fonzie's trying to get him to ease up. Obviously, kid's got a good swing, but he's got to get the timing right.
Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
Strike.
That one was under.
You got this, Alex.
Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And caught a touch of it.
There you go. All right, this is
I
one.
got to be honest, that it's starting to sound like Fonzie's just going to try to adjust the timing himself. It seemed like he sped that one up. I could have that wrong, but that's what it felt like.
Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
It's a
A
strike.
little early. That's going to be an out.
Side, side.
One out.
This way, Alex. Over here, Alex.
Oh, Alex, nice try, baby.
Shake it out, Alex. Shake
So
it
that's
out.
one down.
Fernando
Dylan, you're
Escobar
on
up.
deck. Who's after Dylan?
He got the second run for them.
That's the experience in a pitcher like Fonzie, though. If you're consistently just not getting what you need,
He's
he's
just
going to make his
adjusting
own
for it.
adjustment.
Come on, man. Come on, pick him up, Fernando. Pick him up, baby. Right here. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
Strike.
Early, Fernando. Let the ball travel.
Wiping that ball off, getting all the moisture.
Here we go. Right here. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And early.
Relax,
Take your
Fernando.
time, baby. Take
Relax.
your
And you
time.
can see the frustration, kind of Fonzie walking away, hands up in the air. Coming back to get the ball.
Be patient, baby. Be patient. Let the ball travel. Here we go. Right here. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And a bouncing grounder, just barely making it short on the right. Justin coming up on top of it. And oh, he's fumbled it, and that's going to
Oh!
be Fernando with another run, taking the Heat into their first lead.
I was just getting ready. I thought for sure that was going to be an out, and I was just getting ready to talk about how much I like the communication out there when you got multiple players playing in the same area. You've got to communicate who's going to do what, and I really liked how strong Romack called that out. He said, "It's mine, I got it," but he wasn't able to close it out.
Yeah, that ball is slick.
And the Heat take the lead.
Dylan. I believe it's Pleasant. Dylan Pleasance.
I don't hear any raindrops right now. You might still
some
see
going.
some, but
And I've heard that according to the radar, it's supposed to get heavy here in just a little bit.
oh boy.
We will see.
Who was at your hip, right? That finish is at your hip, right? Okay, we need to fix that. We need to fix that right here. Step towards me. Step towards me. Step towards me. I need you, Dylan, to make the adjustment, baby. Let's go. Focus. Right here. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And nice line drive dropping down right in front of Walters, though. And
Oh, he
got
makes it though.
He just lays right down in front of it. That's
On
going to
the-
be an out.
A great play by Jason Walters to get the second out for this Outlaws defense. But I really love listening to Fonzie communicating with his batters and demanding what he needs out of them. I love that in a pitcher. And they made some adjustments, told him what he needed, and they made a good
Holding the
contact.
ball up out for the field. They're still asking for a new ball.
That's $43.
It's Grandpa Flores there saying that's $43.
Well, the problem is, this is going to be the case with every ball. you know, the balls are working with electronics. There are not too many speakers that work well in the rain. We're not using waterproof speakers on these balls. So once the ball gets wet and the speaker gets wet, it dampens the sound. So they can ask for a new ball, but it's going to be the same problem after a few at bats because this next ball's going to get wet.
That was funny.
Faces, please.
2 outs on the Heat. They do have the lead 5-4. Mike.
Big Mike.
Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And over the top.
Relax, Mike, relax.
Same timing. Same timing. Right here. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And dropping down foul.
Yeah, Mike.
Ball, baby.
Some of the rain must have let up. Cassie took off her rain jacket. Probably a little warm.
You do it, Mike. Buster, baby. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And dropping just underneath the swing.
You got this, Mike.
Don't take it.
You have to give me that swing. Push that swing right there, right now.
Lock down.
Here we go. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And right past Alex quick, bouncing off Janelle's hand. He's gonna have another run. Mike. 6-4. Can't get too excited. Oh, Mike's getting up off of third. Oh, he's up and coming in now.
All right, good.
Take a siesta.
Right here. This way, Mike. Right here. This way.
It's time for a siesta.
I agree.
Mike's making it all the way into his bench. Cassie's going to readjust home plate. Richie Flores up to the plate. Again, 2 outs on the Heat.
Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And a grounder on the left. Oh, Walter's going the wrong way. Pedro coming up behind him, and he stopped it with his elbow. He's got it.
Oh,
Pedro.
nice play,
that one
Pedro.
out. That's going to be all
Nice
3
play.
outs. So we talked a little bit about the lighthouse and all the work they did with the kids. Let's have a couple words from them.
Yeah, and one you can pass. Yeah.
Every incredible play you're seeing today started long before the players took the field. Playing at the highest level requires preparation, determination, opportunity, and the belief in what's possible. The Chicago Lighthouse practices these qualities every day for people who are blind, visually impaired, disabled, and veterans. As proud sponsors of the 50th Beep Baseball World Series, we celebrate the athletes on this field and the limitless potential they represent. The Chicago Lighthouse, lighting up human potential.
And we have the Heat are now set up mostly out in the field. A little bit of adjustments as Justin.
That was a big play by Pedro. Walters took himself out of the play, stepping the wrong way, and had that gotten through for another score, that would have brought the top of the order up again. So that was a big backup play for Pedro, getting the Outlaws off the field. They'd given up 4 runs in that inning already, and they needed to stop the bleeding, and they were able to do that. So they come up here in the bottom of the 4th, trailing now 6-4. It's the first time that they've trailed today in this game.
Jason Walters. Up, trying to find home plate.
Baby, are we ready? Baby, are we ready? Do I have to make that sub right now?
I think there's going to be a substitution on the Outlaws. foul on the left. Ooh, good thing he almost ran for third and had to correct and run for first, but that is foul.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
I would go ahead and send it.
You both want the large mixed bowl?
I thought you
Yeah,
wanted this
no, I
sandwich.
switch. I want to be like you when I grow up.
Glad somebody does. My kids
Here
don't.
we go. Set. Ready.
I
Bump.
do. They're rolling off the top of the bat. No, my kids are great. I just making fun of them.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
And just over the top of the swing. That's going to be out for Jason. No, I've thrown my kids under the bus so many times, but they do it right back to me. So that's all. It's all fair. It's all fair and family. Alex Quick coming up to the plate. They like to say that me and Darwin are great friends. That's how old I am. So you and Darwin go way back. Yeah, they're so sweet. Alex Quick. Do you want your
Water.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
An early swing on that.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
And just catching the edge of it as it keeps sliding past.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
And way underneath.
Get ready, defense. Stay live, Jerry. Stay live. Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
And short little pop-up foul on the left.
Shout out tournament director Darnell Booker, looking after our stream team crew, taking care of our lunch. NBBA and Darnell taking care of our lunch. Thank you for that.
Absolutely. We don't want anybody getting hangry. Alex Quick getting his feet adjusted there.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
And going to be short pop-up foul again.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Bump.
And underneath, that's going to be an out.
See if
Oh, here's our sub. Somebody's coming
number
in.
8 is coming in for number
So
16.
Hunter Frederick for Willie Harrison.
Come on, defense. Faces, please.
This big spot right now for the Outlaws. They've given up the lead. They're down 2 now.
Go. Set. Ready. Bump.
And a little on the outside of the bat.
Their first 2 batters are already out. They're down to their
Go.
last
Set.
out.
Ready. Bump.
And a nice pop up into deep left. And Mike trying to go for that. And I think he's going to be a little
That's
too
gonna
late.
be a run.
And that's going to be a run for Hunter Frederick.
That's right, Freddy.
They did not, the Outlaws, after giving up the lead, they did not want to come in here and go, 3 up, 3 down. So that was a big at bat. Hunter came in off the bench, knocks in a run, makes it a 1-run game. They
6-5 with Pedro up.
still got some work to do with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
Moving Jacob back just a hair in the field.
It's Pedro that got them off the field. made a good play backing up Walter to get the Outlaws back in here to the plate. See if he can show it on both sides now. Get something going on offense.
Strong exhale.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
Just underneath it.
Perfect timing.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
Oh.
And it's going to be just inside the line on the right. And Mike is laying there waiting for it. He's got
Oh, Big Mike makes a play on
Overman
defense.
for one.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the designated hitter. He's made a couple of nice plays out there. And that's going to bring the Heat off the field. Take us to the top of the 5th inning with the Bayou City Heat leading this one 6-5.
As we change out the Outlaws out into the field, just want to say a great big thank you to Glenn K-Pack for his donation and helping to make that ISC broadcast on TV our last game in honor of his father, Jim. We talked about people who've been around, the teams that have been around. Well, Jim's been around. Well, he was around for a long time.
Since the beginning. But yeah, for our game, our championship game Saturday to be broadcast on the ISC network, we had to raise funds for that, and Glenn K-Pack made a generous donation to get that whole thing started, that sponsorship started, and we're paying tribute to his father, Jim K-Pack, a Jim Quinn award winner, somebody that was around the game since the very, very beginning. He's no longer with us, but Jim K-Pack made a lot of contributions for a lot of players playing beat baseball. Rest in peace, Mr. K-Pack.
Jacob, ooh, almost tipped himself over there swinging.
You know, Ernest Cook said, "What's up?" He commented.
What up, Cookie?
Cookie.
Ernest Cook,
Right on my bench, please.
longtime player for the Austin Blackhawks. Still a lover of this game.
And a little early. And foul. Archers have beat the Bombers 12-2.
The Archers are going to be one of the teams we're featuring at 2 o'clock. They're going to be playing the winner between the Lookouts and the Comets. And as we heard a little bit earlier, the Lookouts were out in front 7-1. We don't know where that stands right now, but
Just over the top.
looking very much like our 2 o'clock game will be Gateway against Oklahoma. Certainly going to be Gateway. We're waiting to see if it'll be Oklahoma or the host team, Chicago Comets. Three strikes on the batter.
And a nice line drive out past Justin. Pedro getting down. It's bounced off his shoes. Is getting his hands
there.
on it. And that's going to be a one for Jacob. Letting the Heat maintain that is 7-5. 2-run lead. No outs on the Heat. Alex Gonzalez coming up. Still hasn't quite gotten that connection with Fonzie yet for this game.
As Alex Gonzalez has already hit a home run this week. They got him batting second in the lineup. Obviously, Fonzie believes in his bat, but he's really struggling in this one. He's the entire game he's been swinging too early. See what kind of adjustment If he can settle in and get it right, or if Fonzie's going to have to make an adjustment.
Right here. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
Way early. Fire over chaos, 11-2.
Not a big surprise. The Fire are number 3 seed. They're going to hold their spot, looks like.
Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
Taking a pass.
Go, Alex, baby.
It smells really good.
Make the adjustment, bro. You can do it, Alex. You, Alex. Right here. Here we go. Set, ready, ball. Oh my God.
Way early again.
That is never a good sign when the pitcher says ready pitch, then says, oh my God, before the ball hits the catcher. That is not a good sign.
Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And he waited, and it's going to be a short pop-up and short right. They're going to have to come up. Justin's coming up. Quick is coming up, and he's at it. There is a run.
He beat it out.
And they're sliding on that grass as they're sliding to come over to the ball, and I think they're getting there a little quicker, and their bodies are hitting it. It's kind of going off of them. They're getting to that ball a little bit quicker than they thought, and it's bouncing off of them.
Following swing after swing after swing too early, then he goes to the right side. I'm sure the defense was not expecting that.
Do you want yours now? Food?
I'm not going to eat it.
Thank you, bro. Doing a great job. Thank you. All right, bitch. All right.
Fernando Escobar up to the plate.
Just so you know, our dedication audience, Rosina and I have both been delivered a big old bowl of pulled pork and mac and cheese. And we're going to let it set while we call the game for you.
That's how much we love you.
Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And early swing. You can see the frustration on Fonzie's face. He's at a lot. I mean, first Alex hitting early. Now Fernando hitting early.
Yeah.
Dylan was swinging earlier.
It's been a problem with their lineup.
And it's going to be a short foul on the right. Definitely a little difficult. Never know if he's told them it early and they correct it and he tries to adjust and they're off again.
Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And a grounder foul on the left, but good timing there.
Nice out in front of it to pull it to the third base side. Better timing. It wasn't real,
Not great,
but
better than that. Swing before it gets there.
I don't blame Fonzie at all for feeling frustration.
Here we go. Right here. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And just over the top, and that's going to be an out.
Pick him up now.
It's only one for them, Dylan Pleasant coming up.
I've talked to you about it in one of our earlier games. Like, I don't put this on pitchers. When a batter is consistently swinging early or late, they have to make the adjustment. They just have to. It's our responsibility. I played for over 20 years. That was my responsibility. It wasn't the pitcher's responsibility to make it easier for me. It was my responsibility to get the timing right.
Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And I'm not saying that about these batters. That's every batter in this tournament. It is your responsibility as a hitter to.
And just under the swing.
The pitcher's got a whole roster of people that the pitcher's got to find. We as batters got to provide the best timing and the best possible swing we can. It's our job.
Here we go. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
Just underneath.
And if you do all that and they still strike you out, then you can yell at them. Just kidding.
Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And catching the very tip of the bat with it.
Right there, Dylan. Right there. Do that same swing. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And early swing, that's going to be out.
Pick him up, Mike. That's right, Dylan. Right here, this way, Dylan.
2 outs. It's 8-5. Top of the 5th. Mike Tenguma.
Big Mike made some plays out there on defense.
Faces, please. Two outs. Let's play.
Pick him up, Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
Strike.
Just
That
underneath.
same swing. That's what we're right now. Okay. Here we go. Set, ready, ball.
And right up the middle, just past Alex sliding out. Blake trying to get on it. And Blake's got it. Blake Boudreau. It's going to be 3 outs. 8-5 as we go to the
bottom of the 5th.
And wow, that has been a little bit of rocky for the Bayou Heat in that pitching. So definitely
still,
getting that timing. They're struggling. They're still out front.
Yeah, despite all that, they've found a way to fight their way back out into out into the front. They got off to a slow start. They're down 2-0 after 2 innings, but they've outscored the Outlaws 8-3 since that point.
Titans over the Renegades 9-4. That's the latest update. And again, a great big thank you to the Glenview Lions. They're proud supporters of the World Series of Beat Baseball, where athletes with vision loss can compete at the highest level. Fast, powerful, and showing what true determination looks like. For 75 years, the Glenview Lions have been serving our community with sight and hearing programs. Today, they're cheering on every player and celebrating a future where everyone can participate, compete, and thrive. The Glenview Lions have been serving with a purpose since 1949. Heat still making their way out into the field. A great big also appreciation to all of our umpires and scorekeepers and people behind the scenes. We mentioned Darnell Booker, our tournament director, also just got us our food delivered to us. Johnny Harper, tournament assistant. David Sanchez with assisting, also under the banquet coordinator. Kathy Quinn, transportation and medical. And don't forget doggy daycare. Those dogs are having a day off during the day, playing and having a good time before settling down to work, navigating hotels and going out, and lots of other guide dogs around to be a distraction. So doggy daycare, much appreciated. Great big thank you to John Wachowski, photographer, heading around getting all those wonderful shots. And my personal favorite, our live stream team, Taylor Ellison, Aaron Keepers, Rich Flores, and right here next to me, Neil Dog, and then myself as well. So thank you out there. We love putting these games on. And, we've had a little bit of differences this year, Neil, where we've had voting. So, those opportunities are what are allowing you, the viewers, to choose the games that you want to see. So when we do have those opportunities, thank you for taking advantage of that and voting and letting us know what you want to see.
There's not enough time for us to do it with all the games, but coming into the tournament, for the first time ever, we put some polls out to see what games you guys wanted to see, so that's been great. You mentioned the doggy daycare, and way back when I started playing, people who brought their guide dogs,
So
We do have an update.
Earlier in the game, they thought they had 4 strikes on the batter, but it was only 3. Or vice versa. They thought they had 4. Or they thought they had 3, but it was only 4, so they kept playing. And BCS called them out, but they didn't formally protest, so they kept playing, and now they just formally protested, but they can't do anything about it because they kept playing.
Yeah.
So that's what that pause was about.
Yeah.
Gotta catch those calls right away. Yep.
Apparently in this game there was a protest filed. However, it didn't go anywhere because anytime there's a protest filed, all the game has to be stopped and things figured out. But the game continued.
Bouncing grounder up on the middle. Jacob, it's gone past him. Alex coming up behind him. It's going to be a run for Janelle Williams.
It gives us an 8-6 game. But because the game continued, the protest is irrelevant. If there's a protest, the game has to be stopped while the protest is heard.
Protest right away.
In time now. You can't let it continue.
Yeah. So I was trying to point out 40 years ago when I got in this game, Rosina, and people would bring their guide dogs. They literally would leave them in the hotel room all day long.
That's
because
not cool.
It's not cool, but also like we were playing in places like Houston and Austin, and it's extremely hot.
Justin.
So now that we have a doggy daycare for our guide dogs, keeping them nice and cool at the hotel.
Set, ready, bump.
A little grounder right up the
Richie
middle.
should have
Jacob
No.
laying down for it. Oh, it's just gone past him. And man, they're just getting under their bodies. And that's going to be a run for Justin. This is not what the Heat is going to need to do. Now, 8-7 game. Jason Walters up, and they're only 1 away. They don't have any outs. Those little things of it getting past their body, could be hugely detrimental.
I don't know what's wrong with me, but ever since we got the last score update from Magic T, the word karma's been in my mind. I haven't been able to let it go.
Karma.
Here we go, set, ready, bump. Strike. Close to the plate. Close to the plate. There you go. Delicious. Here we go, set, ready, bump.
Oh, slapped Jerry in the shoulder.
Isn't that
Well,
his
he's taking a
third?
beating
That's his
today.
third shot he's taken in this game.
I got the one that bopped his face mask off in the ear. I think that was a previous game. The guy got hit 3 times.
No,
Because it got him in the thigh, then it got him in
Oh,
the
you're right. The
chest,
Boston
and then-
pitcher.
yeah,
You're
Boston.
right. You're right.
Yeah, I think this is Jerry's
But
second.
Jerry got hit in the face earlier.
Yeah, it was
right?
on the side,
Yeah.
right in front of his ear. Knocked his face mask off.
Positive side is the Outlaws aren't having any timing problems.
Truthful.
Here we go, set, ready, bump.
Foul on the right. Ooh, yeah, see, Dylan was headed over to get that before the foul. When he stopped, he's sliding all over in the grass. Slick out there.
Here we go, set, ready, bump.
And a nice pop up over and left behind Richie. He's scrambling to get in front of it, and he's got it!
Richie makes the play.
That's going to be the first out for Outlaws. Bringing Alex Quick up.
I hear quick is fast.
That's what I hear out on the field. Here's Quick. He's fast. That'd be pretty sad if he wasn't.
Faces, please.
My name's Quick and I'm slow. That would not be cool.
Here we go, set, ready, bump.
And a bouncing grounder on the left. Richie scooching over to get down in front of it, and
He's
he's got
got
it too. 2 outs now. 8-6, bottom of the 5th.
Do the work, do the work.
Hunter Frederick coming up.
He had a nice hit his first time up.
First bat up.
Came in off the bench and smacked one, scored a run.
Got the only one they had that inning.
Yeah.
Jerry trying to open them up a little bit.
Alex, right 5. All right, we're good.
Bases, please. 2 outs. Let's play.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And seemed just a hair early.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
Just dropping straight down. Kind of shocked he didn't even attempt to run. I think I just heard the bench say when he hit it, run.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
I mean, sitting back behind home plate, I knew that was foul. I mean, if he knew it right off the bat,
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
oh,
And a nice one out into left, just inside the lines as he's running for third out.
they got
It's
him.
going to be Mike Taguma with that cutout.
That's Big Mike's third putout, I believe.
They still trail by 1-8-7 as we head to the top of the 6th. Boy, the Heat are going to have to do some major damage to get ahead of them as Outlaws have that last at bat.
Yeah, but after having trailed, they've put themselves in a really good position here. Coming into the final inning, they've got a one-run lead. Opportunity to add to that.
Richie. Jacob.
Yep.
Right here, Richie. Richie's up. Jake, what's on deck?
It does not sound like Richie at all. Strong taking, Outlaws taking the field there.
You know,
Almost set up
my buddy Frank Fazio that emceed
last night.
the presentations last night. When Richie yelled, or earlier they asked for a new ball, and Richie yelled out, they owe the league $43. I thought that was Frank Fazio. It sounded nothing like Richie.
Somebody else said it was due to puberty, so that's what we were laughing
Took
about.
long enough.
That's what I said.
They were talking to Cassie, and she said that.
Rich Flores up.
Go. Set. Ready, ball.
Bouncing grounder on the left. Justin coming up. It's past him. And Walter's coming up on top of him. And he's going to be safe. 9-7.
Go, Richie. Alex. Good job, baby. Good job.
And Jacob up to the plate. Richie takes his time coming across the field.
So you share my biggest concern now that it's no longer the rain. My biggest concern is we finish the 6th inning in a tie and we're kept from our food over extra innings.
Especially when it smells so good right behind us there.
One more time, please.
It's almost torture having it right behind us.
We're getting closer and closer. Tomorrow we gotta wait until the 5th inning to order.
And drop straight down.
Just like that, baby. Just like that.
way early.
Ball travel. Yep. Yep, ball travel. Step towards me. Right there.
I'm surprised.
Here we go. Set your ball.
I'm surprised at how many of these Heat
Are early.
batters are struggling with their timing so bad. It's been a problem the entire game.
Here we go. Set your ball.
And
Oh.
this time he did it bad. It bounced up and it hit Fonzie, so it's going to be a no-go.
He did get the timing down, though. You gotta give him
Got
that.
the timing down. Can't hardly be too upset.
Now you gotta get mad at Fonzie because he can't move. Should have got out of the way.
I had several already. Yesterday. Just like that.
0-3 count. Jacob, the leadoff batter, strikes out. Early
out.
again.
Next one, let's go, baby.
Alex Gonzalez. See if he finally made it to the base last time. Let's see if he's settled down or if he's going to revert back to.
After all his early swings, then all of a sudden he hits a little pop up to the right field side. Beat it out though. He's able to beat it out and put a run on the board. One down, top of the sixth. Heat leading 9-7.
Here we go. Set your ball.
A little early, not quite as bad. Lookouts over Chicago, 17-7 final.
Makes it official.
Here we go. Set your ball.
That score makes it official. Our 2 o'clock game is going to be the Gateway Archers against the Oklahoma Lookouts.
Should be interesting.
Yeah, those are two teams that do not like each other, I believe.
Interesting is nice.
I already mentioned it on another stream, but at the General Assembly when the Gateway Archers were announced, there was a lot of booing. And from my own
Lookouts.
ears, most of it was coming from Oklahoma. I'm sure Gateway's going to remember that.
There's the Archers coming through now behind us. Right now. Oh, caught the tip of it.
Talking about something and then it happens. You're great at that.
Neil has been predicting everything.
I got to be honest, Taylor. I'm just great.
Yeah. That's what I was
It's Neil Dog for you. It's pretty amazing. Didn't have a podcast for nothing.
If you don't believe it, just ask me.
Alex readjusting his hat after that back swinging around caught that back of his head just a touch. And back up to home plate.
Go! Set your ball.
And a line. Oh, bouncing off of Justin and Walter's coming up together. Are they going to make it in time? Are they going to have them? They say, she said out.
I'm calling it out.
I could not see a clear view of that, so.
Yeah, 2 down. 2 down.
But he did have contact with it. It's going to be Fernando Escobar. 2 outs on the Heat. 9-7.
If you're Bayou City, this your last opportunity. You've built a little lead, but you want to tack on more before you go to the bottom of the inning. But if you're the Outlaws, you got to close this out and keep it as close as possible.
Bases, please. Two outs for play.
Here we go! Set your ball.
And drops foul.
Good adjustment, Fernando.
Another foul off to the third base side, though.
Go! Set, ready, ball.
And a grounder right up the middle. Justin coming up past his feet. Blake trying to come up on him, and Walters all at the same time. And he's going to be safe.
Too late.
Fernando.
Too late. That's a ball they had to get. That's just a ball they had to get.
Double digits now, 10 for the Heat.
3 players got a shot at a ground ball, and they don't pick it up. That's a ball they had to get.
Shout out to Jamie, our base operator over here.
Jamie Simpson played for a long time with the Austin Blackhawks.
7.
She's been a great volunteer for the league since then. Good base operator.
Go! Set, ready, ball.
Dylan Pleasant.
I was talking in the last game with the Boston Strong, like closing out games is so hard, and not making plays like that in the 6th inning.
Foul again.
There you go.
Just something you have to do. Keep a game close.
Here we go! Set, ready, ball.
And just underneath.
Just the one, Devin, right here.
Just one, baby.
Oh, these kids these days.
I can't talk.
That's a foul tip. Strike.
Here we go! Set, ready, ball.
Foul.
Got this, Dylan. There you coming, baby. Go! Set, ready, ball.
And foul again. Dropped down and actually went right between his legs.
Stay with it.
Don't want that.
Here we go! Set, ready, ball.
And a short pop-up into the middle of the field. Justin coming up on top of it. He's at the ball. Can he get control of it?
Yeah, he's got that one. He's got that one. He couldn't let another one go. So that's going to bring the Outlaws in for their final ups. They're trailing 10-7 in this ball game. A game that they led early, but they let it slip away. And now the Heat going out on defense to see if they can hold this 10-7 lead and get out of here with a win.
Yeah, Bayou over there huddling up on the first base side before they're going to go out on the field. They're going to have to play some really great defense beyond it. They're not going to be able to watch that slippery grass, wet grass out there. No slippery fingers. They're going to have to be very sure and get a hold of this to contain that 3-run lead. And Outlaws are going to be pretty determined to at least tie it up.
I'll probably talk about this a lot while we work together, Rosina, but closing out games is so hard. When I played with the West Coast Dogs and defense was our specialty, we spent time at every practice focusing not just on the last 3 but the last 4 outs, because that's when the pressure really starts building on closing out games. Making plays when the game is at the end and on the line, there's so much pressure, and we put so much focus on it. You have to learn to close out games. Learn how to win games, not let them slip away.
Practice tosses there for Jerry as they wait for the outfield to set up.
It's a very tough task for this BCS Outlaws team right now. They're not an explosive offensive team.
This is Pedro up to the plate.
Here we go! Set! Ready! Ball!
Right up the middle on the ground. Jacob laying down just past his fingertips, and
He got there.
The run.
He got there.
Hydro.
That's a nice start right
10-8.
there. Nice, good start for this Outlaw team. 2-run game. No outs. Bottom of the 6th. Outlaws had the lead, let it slip away. Now they're going to see if they can see if they can pull a rabbit out of the hat. Janelle scored earlier in this game. See if she's got another one. Try to bring the top of the lineup up with no outs.
Faces, please.
Jerry coming back up to the pitcher's mound.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And just underneath.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And bouncing grounder on the left. Richie's past his fingers. And Mike coming up with it.
Oh.
And nope, they're saying safe.
Yeah, that's a close call. I wonder if they'll talk about it. But as of right now, it's safe. It's a 10-9 game. No outs. Bottom of the 6th. That's her second run in this game. Nice play by nice hit by Williams.
Justin getting his shoe tied there at home plate.
Oh, my bad.
His mommy didn't come. So.
You know, this whole time, I've thought the name was Janelle Williams. I've been assuming it was a female. That's Jamel. That's Jocelyn Socia. That's Jocelyn Socia Williams' husband right there. And I've been saying she this whole time. My bad.
Every incredible play you're seeing today started long before the players took the field. Playing at the highest level requires preparation, determination, opportunity, and the belief in what's possible. The Chicago Lighthouse practices these qualities every day for people who are blind, visually impaired, disabled, and veterans. As proud sponsors of the 50th Beep Baseball World Series, we celebrate the athletes on this field and the limitless potential they represent. The Chicago Lighthouse, lighting up human potential.
And Cassie's made her way back up, so I'm assuming that's going to stand. There's no change there. She hasn't.
No, they're bringing the next batter up. There's nothing changing. This is a 10-9 ball game.
Ready. Ball.
It's going to be foul on the right.
Brings up the top of the order with no outs. Justin Romack. The Outlaws have put themselves in position to take this game.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And totally under the bat.
Romack had a nice couple of bats early in the game. He struggled a little bit on offense since then.
Ready. Ball.
And just rolling off the top of the bat.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
And a short bouncing grounder up the middle. Richie's going to have to come up on that a little further.
He beat it.
And,
we got a tie ball game.
Right there.
3 straight runs to start the bottom of the 6th for the Outlaws.
10-10. Ouch for the Heat.
You know, I've been putting so much on like the defense closing out games, and that is a big deal. But that's also a lot of pressure on the pitcher, the batter. You know what I mean? In this moment, given the right swing with the right timing, pitcher coming in at the right level, there's a lot of pressure on both sides right now. But the Outlaws have put themselves in a great position to steal this game.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Ball.
Nice pop up, short in the middle. We got both Dylan and Richie. Richie's got a hold of it. He's trying to get a hold of the ball. And
he got it! He got there. The Outlaws have taken this game from the Bayou City Heat, winning this game 11-10, Rosina.
Wow, what a game. I did not see that coming. They were ahead at the beginning, and then the Heat took away and kind of kept it all the way up. to the end, but in the end, it's going to be the Outlaws.
What an entertaining game. I enjoyed that one, Rosina. That was a good game. Congratulations to the BCS Outlaws.
Outlaws are going to be your champions for this. Good game for that. They come back up, stayed focused, took it over at the end. Our next game will be at 2 o'clock, still here at Stewart Sports Complex. We already have the archers have already shown up behind us, and we just have to wait for the lookouts to show up. But this game is going to be the Outlaws. That is a hard swallow for the Heat, maintaining most of that through the game, losing it at the end.
I know they're close, the 8 and 9 seed, but it was the Outlaws. It was the 9 seed, so they flipped that. They put themselves in the spot of the 8 seed. So that's going to be it for this one. Again, we're going to be back at 2 o'clock, a game between the Gateway Archers and the Oklahoma Lookouts. Look forward to that. Rosina and I are going to go get a bite, but we'll all be with you again at 2 o'clock. So for Magic, Taylor Eliason, Rosina, I'm Neil Dog saying come find us at 2 o'clock.